GTA 6 is getting closer to release date and everybody is getting hyped about the graphic. The issue is that gaming has become very mainstream. And real gamers still want fun gameplay. This is why most of us started playing older games instead of the new ones. However, this doesn't matter because a lot of consumers are impressed by which actor voices the character in the game, how realistic Aloy's facial hair looks, or in this example, how realistic an NPC can hit a nail in a video game. Don't get me wrong, I like it when I drive in a very realistic city, when I can destroy stuff that looks very realistic, but that's because it improves the gameplay. But how does an NPC doing NPC stuff very realistically improves the gameplay? Interacting or watching the NPC hitting a nail does not improve anything. He does not give me money, experience, so what's the point in watching an NPC doing NPC stuff? I know that in Red Dead Redemption 1 and 2 you can shoot a gun out of somebody's hand. That is cool, it improves the gameplay and the fun element. But how does horse testicles dynamically shrinking and expanding in response of the in-game temperature improves the gameplay? Don't get me wrong, I love some attention to detail, but GTA 6 took 12 years to make and Red Dead Redemption 2 took 8 years. What if we got two other IPs? Maybe Bully 2 and another IP? Instead of this, they invest a lot in GTA, especially GTA Online, let's be real. And this is why games suck. Well, not really, because if you saw the GTA teams, you will know why it sucks. But anyway, back to my point. What if they made Bully or another IP? But we cut the horse testicles, the NPC doing NPC stuff, and the graphics improving by 10% or 20 depending on how many years it passed. Anyway, let's see what the consumers had to say. I do not play many games, so I appreciate every little detail. When devs put forth this type of effort, it makes me curious what they have done with their other games. What other games? Because they invest a lot of money in these games, so they don't have other games. Do you mean older games with the icky graphics? It shows that you don't play games, because playing games has nothing to do with an NPC doing NPC stuff. Also, this is the main reason the game is so expensive and the gameplay did not improve that much. Another comment says, most of us seems to ignore it, but when we see it, that's really impressive, like it makes us want to find more of such details. Most of us ignore it because it's not fun. If you never played a lot of video games, you probably think that all video games are go for point A to point B and shoot stuff. And while most of them are like that, most of them also have some useless details that they are impressive but they don't do much. Another comment says, I am glad Red Dead Redemption 2 has them. It honestly felt impressive. I feel if the game is going to be open world, little things like this are required. And yes, this is the issue with big open world games. It takes too much time and money to make them impressive and immersive. You spend over 10 years making one game while trying to fill the world and make it very realistic, or you leave it mostly empty. So an open world can be impressive, but it is very hard to make it not seem copy paste and to also make it interesting and fun. This is why I mostly prefer linear games, or at least smaller open world games. Another user says, the only people who care about these kinds of things in video games are people who don't have a job or they are gaming for a living. Sorry, but if you do real work, this shit doesn't matter in the 1-2 hours that you get to play a game in a day. And that is my point. And it doesn't matter because it does not improve the core gameplay. While it makes the game impressive, immersive, and whatever, it does not make it fun. Fun is blowing up a house, shooting people and animals, fighting stuff that I don't do and can't do in real life. You know what I can do and I don't want to do in real life? Watch other people work. So I don't need a video game to do that because I probably can find a video on YouTube about that. Then somebody responds to this guy. Sounds like you never really experienced the game and take it in. You know, if you have 2 hours to play the game, you don't gotta rush to play, cause gaming isn't a chore. It's supposed to be your escape where you relax. I don't think you really need to rush to play the game. Like, why are you doing that? I don't get it. Do you have to play a game for over 2 hours per day to experience and take in the game? It's not like I want to play the game in 2 hours, the whole game, and rush it, I don't know, speedrunning. How many hours a day do I have to play to fully experience it? The other guy never said that the game is a chore. He said he doesn't want to waste time with stuff that does not matter. Watching an NPC doing useless stuff for 2 hours does not improve my gameplay. I will never replay a game just because I know that the horse balls can shrink or that I can see an NPC pay his taxes. Sometimes I replay a game but because I like the gameplay. So why would I waste my time with useless stuff in video games when I can play other video games? You are trying to put broccoli in my cake and saying that I also have to eat the broccoli to fully enjoy the cheesecake. If I want to play a game to enjoy only the main missions and the fun side missions if it has any, then that's what I will do. That's the main experience. That's the intended experience. This is why I usually don't get all the trophies in video games. Because I don't care about the useless collectibles in video games. Unless the objectives are fun to do. And if you also get a new ability or a different weapon or a skin if you do it. But most games today is here, get 100 stuff randomly spread across this map and you will get nothing. You will get a gold trophy or a platinum, whatever. But nothing of essence. Nothing to improve the gameplay. And the other guy responds, saying that, sorry, but if I only have 2 hours to play, I'm not spending the time to care or even check if they are hammering a railroad, like that doesn't matter at all. And this was my point. If you are not jobless, playing video games for a living, or a kid in summer break, I see no reason to do stuff in a video game that does not improve your experience that much. If I'm grinding in a video game, I get more levels, I get new abilities, I become unstoppable, or it will make the game better in some ways. If I watch a random NPC hit a nail for 2 hours, that does not improve anything in any way. Even if a side mission is boring, it still gives me money or items or something. Seeing horseballs shrink in the winter does not give me anything. In God Hand, if you fight a woman, you can spank her ass. That's the attention to detail that I want. And the consumer responds again. Dude, that sounds miserable. You don't observe and look around? Or you just running around like a headless chicken until your 2 hours is up? Cause Red Dead Redemption is not a game you can play in 1 or 2 hours a session. I think your attention span is more for fast-paced games. Yeah, watching an NPC doing NPC stuff for more than 2 hours a day, my dude, that sounds horrible. I prefer to go outside and meet my friends or do something else or play another video game, for real. And again, how many hours do I have to play a day to enjoy Red Dead Redemption? Because it seems like Red Dead Redemption is not a fun game unless you play it more than 2 hours. I seriously don't understand that logic. Is it because most of the time you ride your horse from mission to mission and that takes 2 hours to do? Because I get it, you basically don't do nothing, you mostly walk with your horse, you don't really do gameplay. It doesn't matter how beautiful everything looks. It gets boring after some time. If I really want to see something very impressive, I can go outside. I can even do real horse riding. But this is where gaming comes in, because I can shoot stuff and I can blow up stuff and do other stuff that I cannot do in real life. Or if I do, I will get in trouble. In the last comment. I'm a senior software engineer, man. Team lead and absolutely love these details in video games passionately. I hate it when motherfuckers try to speak for others like they know some shit. I hate it when other motherfuckers speak for others like they know some shit. Dude, you say you're a senior software engineer, team lead, and yeah, I'm pretty sure that does not make you a game developer. I'm still not sure why you said that you're a senior software engineer team lead. And this helps how? For real now, why did you say this random stuff? Because it doesn't help with the discussion. You are contradicting yourself. I mean, you never said that you played other Rockstar games, especially the first Red Dead Redemption. You are not saying that you play games like this all the time. You're not saying anything. You just wanted to brag that you're a software engineer team lead for some reason. Anyway, now we get videos like GTA 6 shouldn't run on the PS5, but it does. How? The game is not out yet. If you play the GTA 5 Enhanced Edition, I don't think you will see huge improvements. GTA 5 already was upgraded close to GTA 6. So how can you say that it shouldn't run on the PS5 like it's some mind-blowing new graphics that nobody heard about or saw? We saw the graphics. They are very close to the new GTA 5. I mean, if you look at this gameplay for GTA 5 Enhanced Edition, I don't think GTA 6 can do a lot more. Sure, it can improve on some things and it gives us a new location, but that's about it. So it's not mind-blowing that it runs on the PlayStation 5. Now let's see some comments from a video that is comparing the old Black Flag game with the new Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced. One of the first comments says that absolutely insane how good this game looked on a PS3. So you see, when you have a remake, you usually would expect people to talk about an improved gameplay or something like that, but yeah, apparently they still talk about graphics. Even so, they agree that the PS3 graphics are okay. So why did we need a remake? Because easy money, that's why. Another comment says, now we need the same quality for Assassin's Creed 2 and Brotherhood. Are you kidding? Why? Why do you need that? Are the old graphics that disgusting that you cannot play it anymore? And if you played it, why do you want a remake? Why do you want to play it again? Why not have a new game? Another comment says that I think the original looks awesome in its own way. And yeah, that's the point. It looks awesome. It doesn't look disgusting. And the last comment, because they almost all look the same. Resynced looks absolutely gorgeous. I have to say though that Black Flag 2014 aged really well as well. And that is the issue. Why do we need a remake if the game is not that old? I understand if it was a PS1 game or a PS2 game, if it only was exclusive to a console that nobody had or it was very rare. Right now I am playing Trails in the Sky remake, and I wanted this remake even if I just finished the original. I mostly wanted to replay the remake because the gameplay is fun. You also have some quality of life improvements like speeding up everything, and you also have voice acting. And I get it, I still have to read it because I like the voice acting in Japanese, not in English, but it is still nice to hear their voice. But Black Flag did not need any of this. So the only reason it got a remake is that you get some small visual improvements. That they are nice, but did we really need a remake? Why was it so hard to make Skull and Bones fun? And I think this is the issue, they don't have the talent anymore. They cannot make new games. I mean, look at these losers saying that Ubisoft is on the right track. If they keep making games like this, they'll be back at the top. The graphics are insane and it's really a Game of the Year contender for me. For real, a remake is a Game of the Year contender for me that most people are saying it did not need a remake. And again, all he does is talk about the graphics. How can Ubisoft be on the right track when the only game that they made is a remake? The only good game, because they made other games, but yeah, nobody cares about them, no matter what they say. A remake sold a lot more than their new games, so I get the idea that they are on the right track, but they are not on the right track. What now? They will remake Black Flag from 5 to 5 years, or other older games that don't need a remake, but they are good games that probably people will buy just because of the name. But again, he only talks about graphics and nothing more. This is where we're at. A game that only has good graphics, it's enough to be the game of the year. I mean, I understand, I know that Black Flag has new gameplay, kind of, but nobody talks about it. Everybody talks about the graphics, GTA graphics, Red Dead Redemption graphics, Black Flag graphics. I talk about Trains in the Sky, I talk about voice acting, the new gameplay that is very improved, the new quality of life improvements, and yeah, the world also looks great in the new graphics. But I don't talk about it because that was not the issue with the game. The main issue with the game was the gameplay. It was very grindy and repetitive and boring. And also, reading everything and no voice acting made the game worse. So yeah, people want to see movies, they don't want to play video games anymore. But for some reason, seeing a movie that has real actors, it's not impressive. Even animations that look real good are not impressive. Somehow they have to say that it's a video game and now it's impressive. Just because you can move a camera from point A to point B. And fuck gameplay because that's enough. So am I the only one that thinks only PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 games should have remakes? But please, don't make a remake like Final Fantasy VII. I want a remake like Trails in the Sky, Star Ocean, Second Story Air. Games that try to keep the original alive, not adding multiverses or something like that.